Well, a very... Oh, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck Sim live stream. Today is the 6th of March, 2026. 34 minutes past 5 here in the United Kingdom. Back in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 for something a little bit unusual. I saw a YouTube video suggested about this aircraft. It's the Redwing, let me get this right, Redwing Farman Goliath F.60, and I took one look at this video. I thought, you know what, I'll have a look at this add-on, and I went on the Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 marketplace, and you can rent the aircraft. So I rented it for 3 days at the cost of £6, had a little play around with it. I thought, you know what, this would be a really good fun stream. So this aircraft, which we'll see shortly, is the Farman F.60 Goliath. First flew in the early 1910s. Oh no, actually no, it was just before the end of World War I. It's around 1918, 1919. So it's over 110 years old almost. And it was very instrumental in sort of starting European commercial airline flying in that era of aviation. It's powered by two terrible piston-engined engines, and has a top speed of about 60 knots and a massive fuel tank. It can carry about 12 passengers, but it's an aircraft which you have to respect. If you over-rev the engines or overpower them for a certain period of time, the engines catch fire. If you land too hard, the gear will fail. If you fly too fast, the elevator will fall off. It's a very immersive add-on, and you can even see the passengers are waiting to board the Farman F.60 Goliath here, which is completely cold and dark. What a machine! Here's the front door. Nicely modelled cabin here. That's Jim, by the way, my engineer. That's me sat there with my Biggles goggles, and here's the passengers here. It's a real challenge to fly. Fully loaded with fuel and passengers, it climbs at about 50 feet per minute. I crashed it several times on my test sectors, but yeah, a fun aircraft, something a bit different to the usual. Anyway, we're in France. This aircraft is originally built and designed by the Farman brothers in France. We're going to be flying from Le Bourget here, right over Paris, simply to this airport here called Toussus-Le-Noble. This airport's historically significant for this aircraft because they did their first flight from here to London, which was 2 hours 30 minutes, which I did consider doing today, but I've only got about an hour free this evening to do this sector. So I thought, you know what, let's fly right over Paris and go from there. For some reason, someone's put some rockets here in the background. I guess they're in Le Bourget, they're in real life, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, who have we got here in chat? We've got Magnus Nielsen. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for the 17 months. Jim's dad, Mr. Wright. Brilliant. I hope you're doing well. Digiphotos, is he flying on Phantom? No, but I am on the Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 service. If you dare join me here at Lima Foxtrot Papa Bravo. Hope you're doing well. Confusing Holly says French, so it is a World War I Airbus. Technically, yes, this is the first ever Airbus built. Brilliant. Aaron Hastings, hope you're doing well. So we're going to be getting a few. That happened on the test sector for a change. Yes, you will be, that's for sure. 737 driver, I hope you're doing well. Normally you fly from point A to B, but today we're going from point A to point minus A. Unbelievable. Destination, someone said Blackpool, brilliant. Those engines sound a bit iffy, and they do a little bit, and they look a bit iffy too if you actually zoom in here. Incredible detail here from the developers. I think they develop about 200 or 300 horsepower, but it's a heck of a tank. I mean, what a machine. Unbelievable. I think this is, apart from the Blériot 11, one of the oldest aircraft we've ever flown on the channel. It should be good fun. Anyway, unrelated to that, tomorrow I'll be streaming an aircraft which is currently under embargo. A number of other content creators have received this aircraft, so you'll be seeing that hopefully in the afternoon. I can't stream anything until the afternoon, but I will be doing something tomorrow afternoon as well, so I have to take a look at that. This is not that aircraft, by the way. Who else we got here in chat? Jim Boy is it here. Donut Steaks, thanks for your subscription. FMG Football Mad Gamer, hope you're doing well as well, and still better than Starmer's RAF, unbelievable. Tiger Whiskey 77, looks like someone parked a tram between some wings. It's an absolute bagger, isn't it? Oh, I can hear someone firing up something there. Well, we've got Leroy Brown there and his Optic jet. Oh my god, I saw a Curtis Jenny. I think that might have been you, Sasha, there. Oh, I think she spawned onto the runway. So that's the perfect aircraft to fly in formation with us today. Anyway, let me just get rid of drone cam here. What I'm going to actually do is do a little walk around for you. So here I am with my stupid baseball cap on. Let me just turn off Toby Eye Tracker. So yes, when you move around, it does get rid of the passengers briefly, because I think it thinks the aircraft is moving. But look, it's the perfect time to do a walk around. This aircraft, I was reading, has landing lights underneath it. However, it's only powered when the aircraft is moving. There's no, I don't think, battery. So there's a little alternator at the back there. You can see it just here. So when you start moving forward, you get electrical power on the aircraft, which is quite cool. You will need some ladders to get into the cockpit here as well. The wheels, no brakes. However, they have modelled brakes for convenience in the simulator, and you can also taxi the aircraft too, which obviously you can do with this tail skid. Incredible slow speed this aircraft flies, because look at the size of the wing. It can do something like 35 knots quite happily. So you take off at 35 knots, climb away at 40, and it cruises at about 60. And if you go over 1800 RPM, the engines start getting very hot very quickly. Maximum of 2000 RPM. If you have that for more than 2 minutes, the engines catch fire and oil leaks and everything. You get lots of smoke from them. You've got to lean the mixture just right as well. But yeah, this is the first ever commercial airliner that was flying in Europe. And this is the real reg as well of one of them, Foxtrot Hotel Mike Foxtrot uniform as well. Let's see some of the period passengers again. It's not a bug that they disappear, it's a Microsoft Flight Sim thing, because I'm walking that thinks I'm moving, which gets rid of them. So that's all of the ground engineers, which helps with loading. We've got a young passenger there. I love this guy and his suit and glasses. It's really cool. She can't believe. Oh no pictures please, she says. Anyway, that's I think a postman, and this guy as well. Yeah, these guys, you'll see all these people in the aircraft when I do the loading process, which is quite cool. Anyway, yeah, little tail skid. You can see how the elevators are powered. Does it work? No, it doesn't work in this view. Yeah, and it's just a cool add-on. Anyway, let's jump on into the cockpit. Do that. Show you a little bit of the checklist. It's just streaming online, so obviously a few of the things need to come up and be spawned in. It looks like a blimp at the circus. Funny enough, Redwing, I've seen, have released the Hindenburg blimp. That could be something we could do on another day as well. It's got a rocket in the background, so advanced for 1919. Yes, it's not flown in that period of time. So you get this really cool interactive clipboard to help set up the aircraft. So we'll put the chocks in place here to stop the aircraft moving around. The idea today is, yeah, we're going to fly from A to B. It's a 20-minute flight, but we'll sort of do some loops around Paris, look at some of the landmarks before going there. I can only climb at about 100 feet per minute anyway. So we put the flight mode to normal. If you go to easy, you get sort of these additional lights to see if things are overheating. But no, we want the challenge of being in normal. Loading will do normal as well. It's in the cold and dark state at the moment. You can turn off the visibility mechanics and the passenger freights and yokes, but we want to see all those guys today. You have the options to change your gauges. So at the moment we've got the conventional French gauges. This is an airspeed indicator in kilometers an hour. The altimeter is here in meters, and then you have the oil temperature, or oil pressure and water temperature gauges. But I actually like to switch these instruments to the conventional sort of, there you go, you see how they change? There we are. So we now have RPM, feet, and knots as the speed, which is quite useful to have. Changes the gauges on the pressure and water temperature as well. The map here, so you have all the conventional routes that this aircraft flew. So you can go here and fly from Paris to Bordeaux, Beirut as well, which is quite cool. They had some routes in the United States. Look, this aircraft was obviously delivered there. Look at this flight you could do Toulouse to Dakar. I mean, in this airplane it would take you days. Germany as well. So I might fly this aircraft again. I'll re-rent it or purchase it, but I might do the original historic Paris to London route. Fuel then, so you have the option to customize the load however you want. You have a long haul flight which pretty much fills up the tanks, gives you 4 hours endurance. It is an absolute pig to fly. I won't be using this one. I did on my test sector, and basically you climb, well, I climbed 500 feet after 10 minutes. I'm actually going to use the middle haul flight, which basically gives you half tank of fuel. You've got 4 fuel tanks. It's going to put 27 gallons in the front tanks, 17 gallons in the rear, so enough for 2 hours of endurance. But we are going to take a full load of passengers, so no autopilot then, absolutely not. Digital photos, this is mad, but I can't look away, I know. Tech Longcat, hope you're doing well. I'm late, have we crashed yet? No, we won't crash today. Pro pilot. CG and load, look, we're going to fully load the aircraft, so You can sort of reset it. You've obviously it has a pilot and an engineer who flies with you to fix the aircraft. The engines have a service life of 100 hours. But look, we're going to fully load the aircraft, so you can select all the seats. Look, oh, why have I got an exclamation mark here? I think that's just because the CG's out of limits. Let me just load up the passengers up here. Get the CG back, and we're going to put some stuff in the rear as well, some bags, just to get the CG back within limits. Keep loading, keep loading. There you go. Look, the CG is now sort of within range. I've got the middle hull selected, and then the status page. You can see the status of the aircraft, condition of the rudder, elevators, aileron. Like I said in the video description, if you start flying erratically and exceed things such as engine power, airspeeds, G loading, things break off this add-on. It'll snap off. You can see obviously the oil and fuel is I think because the engine's off and the engine's cold, you get these little gauges here, so obviously the damage is not correct at the moment. And I love this. So you can either set up the aircraft yourself, which isn't too difficult. I want to show you something here. The power levers are opposite, so that's idle, that's full power. You pull it towards you to add power. So you've got power levers here, mixture levers here. You have a basic trim system which is very slow, but you can trim the aircraft using this, and you can obviously assign that as well, so you can see how the lever moves, and that's the trim on the aeroplane. Manually gauge fuel pumps, so no electrical fuel pumps, and then the starters, and you have magnetos here, and that's about it really. Conventional control layout pretty much. You've got aileron, pitch as well, and rudder. The rudder is absolutely minuscule, so you have to use so much in the turns for the aircraft to work. And then you have a compass, which is great. Now, as I said, you can set up the aircraft completely on your own. However, you can use this interactive checklist, which configures everything like we did in the 727 the other day, but it also deals with all the passenger loading, and that's what we're going to do today. So what we'll do is select mechanics, press before starting. I'll just turn the music off so you can see him do his drill. Press that.
Before starting checklist.
And you get this American voice who will go for the aircraft setup.
Ignition 1 and 2.
Off.
Master switch.
On.
Cabin lights.
On.
Has cabin lighting.
Stairs.
Stairs. There you go. He's put the stairs in place.
Doors.
Open.
Opening the doors for boarding.
Started.
And now it's going to start the boarding. It sort of just spawns the passengers, look, or moves them from the tarmac there into the aircraft. So if I go into the aircraft, look, you can see them all popping up. There you are. There's Jim. Perfect. We've got a general on board as well. Real mass, weight and balance as well from all of these characters too. And there we are. Boarding's complete. We can now press the end boarding load button.
Boarding checklist.
Boarding finished.
Front
Excellent.
door.
Closed.
So now we'll close the front door. I love that.
Services.
Remove.
Payload and passengers.
It removes that after engine start.
Check.
Pilot seatbelt fastened.
It's on.
Check.
And
my chair.
boarding checklist.
There we are. So that checklist is complete. We're now getting ready for the start engines, and the propellers are rotated by
Starting
the engineer.
engines checklist.
Check this out. It's so cool. Oh, this is an airspeed indicator as well. Right.
Throttle 1 and 2.
Off.
No roof for the
Mixture
pilots. Absolutely
1
not.
And 2.
Off.
The
Fuel
front door.
tank left and right.
Set to front.
So I use his front first, and then I guess you switch to back.
Fuel
as you fly
quantity.
on.
Checked and OK.
Get ready for the engine start.
Front cleared.
Front cleared.
So nothing's at the front.
Rotate left propeller.
There he is. There's Jim outside rotating the propeller for the engine start. I love it. There he is. Jim, watch your head. So that's rotated, and I think there
Done.
it starts the engines.
Mixture engine 1.
Full rich.
Throttle engine 1.
That's full rich.
Set.
Fuel hand pump engine 1.
So pumping some
1,
fuel into the cylinders,
2,
and then we start the
3.
engines.
4. OK.
Here we go. Clear prop.
Starter ignition.
Oh, yeah.
Engine 1.
Set.
Engine 1 ignition.
Both. Engine 1 started.
So I'm going to add a little bit of power here so the engines
Rotate right propeller.
don't stall. There we are. Jim's now rotating the right propeller for us. Clear prop. The authentic sounds. Brilliant.
Done.
Veratom, why are they
Mixture,
rotating the props?
engine
That's a
2.
great question.
Full rich.
Throttle, engine 2.
I don't
Set.
really know.
Fuel hand pump, engine 2.
1,
Jamie, yeah, going to Dakar would have been a great 100k special.
4. Okay.
Clear prop.
Starter ignition, engine 2.
Here we go.
Set.
Engine 2 ignition.
Both. Engine 2 started.
Check tank
Whoa,
right.
steady on. Well,
Electric
moving.
to front.
And starting engines checklist.
I forgot to put the chocks in place, I think. Yeah, chocks are not in place, but there's no brakes on this real aeroplane, but brakes are modelled by default. Right, let's do the warm-up checklist.
Warm-up checklist.
Check oil, engine
Who knows
1.
Tango Whiskey?
Checked and okay.
Engine 1, water temperature.
So oil pressure,
Checked and okay.
water temperature,
Check oil, engine 2.
and the
Checked
same here.
and okay.
Engine 2, water temperature.
Checked and
Test
okay.
ignition, engine 1.
So the magneto check.
2. Oh, then
You
okay.
can see, just like a modern piston engine
Test
aircraft, look.
ignition, engine 2.
RPM's dropping
1.
off.
2. Oh, then okay.
Excellent. Last checklist, just taxiing and takeoff. Just wait.
Right door.
Close.
End of warm-up checklist.
This is a very short one here, taxiing and takeoff, and we'll talk about what we're going to do.
Taxi and takeoff checklist.
Check
Checked and free of move.
elevator trim.
Neutral.
Nearly finished.
Landing lights.
On.
You can see
End of before takeoff checklist.
the lights are on, but they're not actually
Prepare for
powered
takeoff.
because this is not spinning, and when you accelerate, the lights turn on. It's great. Rick, props rotated especially on a rotary engine because oil could pool in the cylinders causing hydraulic lock. Rotating them ensured they could turn okay. Well, there you go. Tidbit of the day. Cheers, buddy. Right, let's move the clipboard out of the way. Passengers all strapped in. I love this guy. Look at his epaulets. I want epaulets like that at work. Excellent. So they're all happy. Jim's in place. Full load of passengers here as well. What is this guy doing? He's standing up with his head. You're going to lose your hat, sir. Unbelievable. Right, so we're going to taxi on out here. Alright, so I've just released the chocks. It's just moving on its own under its own power. That's fine. In reality, obviously you can't taxi. In the sim, it gives you the ability to taxi with this tail skid. I guess you could... I don't know. They wouldn't be able to taxi, no, because there's no differential braking. Anyway, it comes with a fantastic manual. I'll just show you here very briefly. So if I share my screen here, loads and loads of pages, 58-page manual, all about the history of the aircraft, how to fly it, cockpit scan, how to use the cockpit, normal checklist of procedures. You've got the ability to also pick up mail, which is quite cool. And there we are. This is what I'm following today. Normal procedures, cruise speed. Look, RPM above 2,000 during 3 minutes could risk engine damage. Did I just see an A10 Warthog? Over 1900 RPM, 5 minutes causes engine damage. So power should not exceed 1800 RPM in normal flight. So that's what we're going to follow today. Unbelievable. Right. Oh my goodness me, I've got... Oh, can you hear my daughter? I think I'll just make sure wifey can hear. I think the dog barks and I'll set my daughter off. Hold on, yeah, just a minute. She's coming. There we are. You don't need differential brakes when you have differential thrust. Yeah, I wouldn't call this differential thrust. Anyway, look, the alternator's beginning to spin as I taxi forward. Alright, a little bit more power. So the RPM gauge, it's sort of rotary. At the moment I've got about 800 RPM, look. Then it spins all the way around to 1300, 1400, 1800, that's the maximum, sort of max continuous thrust we'll call it, but you can go up to 1920, briefly. aka takeoff. Something a bit different, guys, bit of fun. There we are. Again, we'll hide that clipboard. So we're going to take off here from runway 03. I'm going to have to do a 180 degree turn. Tell you what, let's do a 180 degree turn over Charles de Gaulle. And then once we get from Charles de Gaulle, we'll head back over Le Bourget, then over Paris. Add a bit of flight time. should we do a touch and go in Charles de Gaulle? Oh, Aaron, yeah, multiplayer. If it's not working, it wasn't working for me earlier. Why does this clipboard keep popping up? I think I need to just... It keeps coming up though. I put it down there, but it keeps coming up automatically. Why is it doing that? Oh well, you can stay. I don't know. No, stay. Well, there you go. Perfect. That's fine then. Sasha, we did see you. Alright, let's just get lined up here. Do not expect incredible performance. Right, let's just get lined up and go idle. This is the default seating position, look at that. Alright then, Tokus in chat. Remember what I said, the rotation speed 35 knots, climb out of 40, although I've been climbing out of 50. Cruise speed about 60 knots. What's takeoff weight again? Our takeoff weight, I'll double check for you. Our gross weight right now is 9,800 pounds. What's that about? 4 or 5 tons? Here we go anyway. Full power. Oh my god, I'm moving. Here comes the power now. Remember, 1800 is the maximum, but we can briefly go for takeoff to 2000 RPM. But after 3 minutes, the engines start catching fire. Oh yeah. Here we go. Full power, 30 knots. Tails up, 35 knots. Rotate. I'm airborne. Oh, the engines are smoking. Look at that. Climb out at 40 knots. If you look backwards, you'll see the engines are really smoking. You can't really see it from there. I'm going to put my seat up a bit. That's full power, 40 knots, and I'm climbing at about 100 feet per minute. I'm going to have to reduce the power now to 1800 RPM though, because the engines are going to start overheating. Oh, my speed's dropping off. Alright. Don't forget, this is, by the way, medium load. I can have a lot more fuel on board. Oh, my speed's dropping off. There we are. Oh, 35 knots. I'm descending. I need more power again. Come on, more power. I'm going to land. Oh, I've just seen an F80. Oh my goodness me. Alright. I'll just have to get those engines to smoke. Oh yeah, look at my landing lights. There we are. Oh, that's helped. Look at that. Well, I'm up to 50 knots now. And I love this, look, you've got this little up or down gauge as an IVSI. Brilliant. Alright, let's just reduce that power again, because it's going to bite us otherwise. 1800 RPM. And we need to lean the mixture off. So you see we've got a little bit of blue smoke here. Oh no, I think it looks okay now. I think we're good. This is the performance you're dealing with. And we'll lean off that mixture a little bit. Can't remember which one's which. These are the power levers, yeah. More power. I can't see where I'm going. Lean the mixture a bit. There we go. Oh, I'm descending. I'm going down. Oh no! Wait. Do I have time to go to De Gaulle? Yeah, we do. I was going to fly to London on my first stream. Oh dear. Well, I'm at 40. Oh, I'm going to land. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I'm going to have to go full power again. Full power. I'm struggling here for performance. Guys. This building's ahead. I need to do a bit of a dive here to get some airspeed, I think, and then I'll have to climb. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Accelerating. Accelerating. 55 knots. Oh yeah. And now I can trade that speed fine. There's a gap over here, look. There's a gap over here. Let's go for it. My engine's at full power, 2100 RPM. But I am accelerating. Maybe I was on the back of the drag curve. Right, I'm going to take a little bit of power off here. I've been way too much power. Alright, oh, I think I was on the back of the drag curve, guys. Look at it accelerate now. I'm doing 65 knots. Just power further. We're live weather, by the way. This is actual weather in Paris right now. Everything's good, look. I don't like how there's skull and crossbones over my engines. Alright, we're in the cruise. Charles de Gaulle's coming up, guys. Steve, yeah, I know. Look how high I am. Believe it or not, this maximum altitude is 9,000 feet. In the cruise. Guys, hope you can hear me alright anyway, that the aircraft's not too loud. I might just turn it down slightly because it's very buzzy. Oh dear. Anyway, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, is Paris Charles de Gaulle. Oh, I've just been overtaken by Icon A5. Alright, here comes Charles de Gaulle. We'll do a little fly past, we'll buzz the tower, okay? Check out my speed. We've got 60 knots now. 60 knots and holding altitude. The airspeed indicator here, look, I've already maxed out. 120 kilometers an hour. Oh my gosh, I'm coming up to the red caution zone for speed. Take a little bit more power off now. Yeah, I think what happened, guys, I was on the back of the drag curve, so for those of you who would be aware, if you have a high nose-up attitude, the size of this wing especially, you have a lot of induced drag. I think now I'm sort of beyond that at about 60 knots. I can easily sort of maintain level flight with the engines at 1800 RPM. Right, here's Charles de Gaulle. I'm going to attempt a turn. Oh, there's the tower. We're going to buzz. World's slowest run and brake. I haven't even seen if anyone's here. Anyone here's in formation. It's amazing. Love it. It's just fun. Oh, look at it. I can even power further. Save fuel. There we are, 1800 RPM. This is max continuous thrust. She's all trimmed out with this very slow trim. Look at it. Amazing. I've got Leroy Brown in formation, Cosmic Frog coming over as well. Amazing. I love the overhead valves working on the left edge. Yeah, you can see all of the nooks and crannies. Do you know what was really interesting reading about this aircraft? En route, if there were problems, do you know what the engineer did? He would climb out onto the wing to fix it. Unbelievable. Different generation. Unknown aircraft approaching 09 right ident. We've got these people online taking it seriously. Got a hovering Airbus A330. Not seen that before. Unbelievable. Anyway, we'll buzz the tower, do a 180, head into Paris. So cool. That would be a bit breezy up here. It's cool, look at the details, although what on earth is that in Paris? Is that someone's garden furniture and awning? Interesting. There's the terminal anyway. I forgot this is received some appreciation from a Sobo. Overspeed? Am I near the red caution zone? Oh yeah, 70 knots is overspeed. So each one of these little lines is 1 knot, by the way. Oh, I'm losing speed here. Yeah, so look, you got 60, 65. So that whole range there is 10 knots. Look, bonkers. Anyway, oh yes, I was going to buzz the tower. Here we go. I'll attempt to do a 180. Here we go. I might briefly go full power for the turn. Here we go. Oh yeah. It's easy to move than the Blériot, that's for sure. Look at the engine smoking. Oh yeah, we've got Curtis Jenny on our tail as well. Amazing. I don't think they really knew much about aerodynamics back then. There we are. I did a 180. Oh my god, I'm overspeeding. I'm in the red caution zone. Uh-oh. Too much power. Reduce it back to 1800. I've climbed about 300 feet since we took a look at the speed drop off now. Wow. Not too much power off. The engines are good. Not damaged at all. I may bet that Charles de Gaulle himself may have flown in one of these. Probably. Oh gosh, I think I need to lean the mixture again. Look at this. I think in the manual it says, oh, I've got a helicopter chasing me down. I think in the manual it says if you've got smoke, blue smoke coming out, you need to lean the mixture more. So I'll try that now. Ah, look, I've stopped it. I've done a thing. Perfect. Well, what we'll do now, we'll head over to where we started, look, the Bourget, and then we'll head southwest. Check the compass, look. Got a compass down here, the only form of navigation. As you turn, you'll see it spin. What's it MMO like? 0.2? I think even less than that. This to me. Once it's in trim and stable though, it flies very nicely. Look, we're doing 60 knots, 61, 62 knots, slight climb, 1800 RPM on the engines. I can see the engine conditions here. Damage. Does that mean I've got damage to the engines? I hope not. No, I can't repair it in flight. There we are. Fuel status, you can see here. Oh gosh, I've used a lot of fuel from the tank in the front. Once here, I don't know how the fuel balancing works. You can't move fuel from tank to tank, but you have to switch between the two. So I don't know when we go to the rear tank. Who knows? Just use the front tank first. Now some power cables. Be a little careful. Details phenomenal. Phenomenal. Right, we'll head towards the Eiffel Tower, which is there. You can see it on the horizon. Our altitude is 750 feet. What was the elevation of Le Bourget? I'm just looking it up now. It was 220 feet. So we climbed 500 feet, guys. 500 feet. FET, the tread cover on one of these must be sent. I think that's why I was struggling to climb after takeoff. I just needed to accelerate to sort of 50-60 knots. Because look, I'm actually now in a very, very, very shallow climb, and it is accelerating. Look. So I just want to keep the power at full power as it is. Let me take a little bit off just to make sure I'm below 1800. Yeah, it's really speed sensitive. And again, you've got this old school one here, which I think just worked off, and basically the air would hit that and give you your speed. Bonkers. That's where we started our adventure, guys. Le Bourget. We took off on runway 03 here. Oh, this was obviously, yeah, very fast in the day, of course. Steve, funny thing is that made of wood, this thing would be so damn heavy. And with terrible underpowered engines, it's amazing it flew successfully. Never mind carried heavy bombs, I know. And this thing flew, guys. Look at some of the routes you could do here. The real-world routes that this aircraft flew. You know, here from Toulouse all the way to Dakar, along the coast of Africa. All the routes to Germany, France, US. Look, from coast to coast. Bonkers. You've got your Morse code there for some reason, if you need it. Anyway, we'll keep it on the status page. Right, Paris on the nose. Amazing. SOS, yes, I might need that one today. We're 6 hours behind live time anyway. Live weather right now in Paris. It's actually the perfect day for a quick flight. What is it here? Cav OK, 15 degrees, 1022. There we are. A beautiful day. I should have got some period music. I'll stick with my chill playlist. What a little stutter there. I know that's where we took off from. There we are. There's all those rockets. We must have some sort of museum here. I think Paris has photogrammetry as well, so it looks very detailed. And now we're en route, look, to our destination, which this airport actually served this aircraft. Aaron says, look to your right. Oh yeah! I forgot how cool multiplayer is. There he is. Amazing. Ah! Watch out for my... Very cool. That is you, Aaron. Yeah, Cosmic Pro. I remember your tag now. Very smooth multiplayer. Amazing. Where's Sasha and the Curtis Jenny? We've still got that helicopter. There's Sasha. That's in a more period plane. I don't know how old the Curtis Jenny is when it first flew. Massive railway station here. There's Sasha. Look, very cool. Hello, Jade. Hope you're doing well. There's the Opti thing, whatever it's called. It's actually your character, Sasha. Very cool. Right over Paris we go. You can hear that helicopter. We've got all sorts of aircraft here. And here comes Paris. I've lost the Eiffel Tower, there it is. Just sit up in my seat slightly. Natal disc looks like there at the Eiffel Tower over there. Jenny introduced in 1915. Oh, these aircraft were flying around at the same time then. Well, look at this, guys. 1800 RPM. I'm up at 1,000 feet now. I've climbed 1,000 feet. Cruising beautifully at 60 knots. 110 kilometers an hour. Awesome. Oh, this beautiful scenery. Those graveyards down there. Wow, are they? I assume so. My goodness me. I have Wanderer in there, Cessna 150 or 152. Awesome. Look how far away Charles de Gaulle is now. We are making progress. I mean, this thing would have flown over Paris there now. That's awesome. That would have been some sort of instrument indicator or some sort of source. I can't remember what they are. They were on really early build aircraft. Even some of the first generation Cessnas had them. So that's sort of a pitot tube of some sort. I guess it was quite chilly in this thing as well. God, imagine going to Dakar in this. Love that door front. There's Jim. Still with that random standing passenger. Anyway, excuse my lack of French Parisian knowledge. Here we have a part of the city. There's a railway here, and is that the scene? How much more expensive to go in the front? This would be 1 franc. Aaron doing loops in his Icon seaplane. There's the Eiffel Tower right on the nose. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Oh, the detail's phenomenal. I bet they still ain't better on board than we do today, probably. Amazing. Sacre bleu. What building's that? Wow. Is that Notre Dame? Excuse my lack of knowledge. I think the photogrammetry is struggling to load in. Look at all the buildings. Oh yeah, they're changing. Oh goodness me, there's a Junkers. Oh no, an island there, but they're appearing as a Junkers? Not sure. Is that Notre Dame down there? No, that's Sacré-Cœur. Oh, okay, where's Notre Dame? It's struggling to load in the scenery. Gosh, I mean, directly underneath it's very clear. Got very narrow streets. Not much space left in Paris, is there? Hello, Aaron. By the way, I'm impressed. Oh gosh. No, pressure's okay. Temperature's a bit high. They've been crawling up slowly the whole flight, I think. Oh, there's the Eiffel Tower. And again, excuse my complete lack of knowledge of French landmarks. Notre Dame is right at the centre next to the scene. Ah, okay. Oh, there's the. Is that the Arc de Triomphe? Louvre to the left. Loading in. It's amazing, isn't it? Wow. Great route, great route. Superb. Which building's this one? Amazing. There's the obelisk LCs. You guys know all your stuff. Anyway, we'll do a little loop round to the Eiffel Tower. And that's where the president lives. Ah. Oh look, you can see all the traffic down there. It's so cool. Halfway as well, en route. How much fuel have I got left? Ah! Loads, I think. I need to switch at some point. Oh gosh, yeah, down to 37% in those tanks. Right, let's do a little loop round Paris. Do I dare try and fly through the gap? No, it's taking me this much time. How long have we been flying for? About 20 minutes to get this high. Just want to show you how quickly you overspeed. Look, if I just start pitching down, straight in the red zone. It's only 70 knots is VMO. Oh, there's too much wing in the way to see the Eiffel Tower. There we go. You flew through the gap, don't tempt me. Oh god then. I'll try. What could possibly go wrong? I need to keep the speed up though. I will fly through the gap. Right, I need to keep the speed high because I'm going to have to climb as soon as I've flown through it. I'm going to stay right below VMO or take a bit of power off 1500 RPM. The engineer does moan at you if you start overspeeding. Sasha's gone through in the Curtis Jenny. Sasha, you've crashed. Can you actually pass through it? Or is it like some sort of artifact? Sasha, I can see you've stopped moving. See how it happens when Leroy Brown does it. Is it solid? No, Leroy Brown's managed. Right, let's do it. Lucas, it's wonderful. I wish there was many good airlines like this. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's great. I think they've really actually modelled the performance. Like, it flies terribly, as you'd expect it to. No power. Oh gosh, my speed. Right, so we're gonna. Oh, here we go. Oh gosh, I've got to really climb here. I've got to trade all my airspeed. Here we go. What could possibly go wrong? I need to keep an eye on my speed. Oh, I'm already overspeeding. But I sort of need to keep the speed up because I'm gonna pitch it. Oh gosh, I get a radio altimeter as well. Here we go. The climb out is going to be what's worse.
300 feet.
Oh gosh, I'm going too fast. I'm in my red zone.
Caution, overspeed.
Oh gosh, sorry Jim. I'm going to take some power off because I'm overspeeding. Here we go. Oh, whee!
100 feet.
Full power, full power, full power, full power. Climb, 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 climb. Oh my gosh, my speed, 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 speed. Oh no, I can't climb. Oh no! Come on. Ah! Oh yeah, no problem at all. What on earth is that up there? Is that a crane? Ooh. We managed it. Right, 1800 RPM now. I'll make a left turn southbound. I carried a lot of excess speed there so I could trade it off. Achievement unlocked. There we are, back to 1800 RPM, speeds at 60 knots, and I can do my very, very steady 100 feet per minute climb rate, or whatever it is. Ah, the detail is phenomenal. I'm climbing at full max continuous power here. Sash, you made it on the second attempt. Oh, we did see you crash. You imagine seeing that now, you'd be like, oh my goodness me. There we are, we'll continue southbound to Lima Papa Foxtrot November. This was a base for this aircraft. Awesome. There you go, there's more landmarks. This is a horse racing, is it? There's a stadium coming up as well. Loads of landmarks here. Awesome. No smoking sun would be funny in this plane. Absolutely. I think actually, if I remember rightly, there is a... Yeah, look, he is smoking. Or has he got a lollipop? I think it might be a lollipop. Unbelievable. There we are. What's this building here, guys? These two stadiums. Tennis courts, probably where a lot of the Olympics were. Oh, Paris Saint-Germain. It's their stadium. I didn't realise there's one right next to the other. Amazing. Look at the detail. I'm not landing there, by the way. Stunning. Amazing. Right, I'm going to make a right turn here. You imagine, guys, honestly, when I first got this aircraft, I went here to CG load. We've got a full load of passengers here and baggage, but my tanks are only half full, and when I did a full tank of fuel, I couldn't climb. I just could not get away from the runway. But it, you know, you need it for the 4 hours endurance. I've only, oh gosh, this is a bit, actually got to be careful here because it's slowly going up. I'll get back to 60 knots. It looks alarming when they spin so quickly, but it's actually a really slow change. Slowly climbing. Alright, 60 knots. 60 knots, holding the speed. It's pointing in the up section, so we are slowly climbing and accelerating. It's all good. It's all good. Now I'll try and demonstrate what happens if you go too long at full power here as well. That could be fun. I'll do it only on one engine, just so I have one left. So let's just. I think I've not actually done it yet, so I'm going to go full power on engine number 2. See how long it goes for. It says up to 3 minutes. I've gone. Remember, maximum is 1800 RPM. Then it was 1900 for 5 minutes, 2000 for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I just want to see what happens. See if I get any warnings. No smoke coming out of it. Look at this, so cool. What's this building here? I can see it's actually sort of pulling itself around to the right because of the extra power. Because the very little yaw. Well, the engines don't produce any power. Let's keep the damage chart up. Still not complaining yet. Oh, I wonder, I'm just actually thinking, I wonder if in the settings in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 you've got to have like engine stress on or something. That actually might be off by default. Can this thing fly single engine? No way. Amazing performance. Yeah, I'm having to put a little bit of the left rudder in now. Look at this climb! Oh my goodness me! I'm going to be like needing oxygen soon. No, destination. This is our destination. I think in the settings you've got to turn engine stress on. I think I might just have it off for default. Look right for first sight. Can't see it. I can see Cessna 152. That's getting a little bit more generic now. Oh, guys, look. And it's beginning to get smoky. So here, if we look on the right engine, oil pressure's in limits, so is the temperature. So is the left engine for now. Is the pressure building? No, it seems to be fine. All good. Temperature around 100 and just below the 41 gauge. Yeah, it's definitely hotter. You can see that's right between 1762 and 212. Yeah, and that's running warmer. But we need to descend now anyway. This is our destination. And this was a base for the Goliath. I'm already on 2 reds, 2 whites. Alright, just don't worry, Cap. I don't see any smoke coming from the Q400. That's all good. There's a little bit of smoke. Ah, no problem. I'm at 1,500 feet here, guys. I've climbed about 1,500 feet today. Yeah, it's got oodles of power. So yeah, I think because I've got the damage off, we're not getting any engine issues here. So it's been at full power for over 2 minutes now. No one's moaned at me yet. Doesn't show us any damage on the left engine. Alright then, let's do a left-hand downwind. Still got full power on engine number 1. Daniel said anything about green smoke. It's a little green. No. Oh, it's definitely smoking though, isn't it? I'd say that's getting worse. I just want to see if it catches fire. It doesn't look good. It's well over the limits. Oh, it's getting warmer. You can see it's definitely... Oh, it's really pulling now because of the power difference there. Yeah, it seems to be stable. The right engine's running nice and cool, close to 176, whatever. I guess degrees Fahrenheit. And engine number 2 is running at about 200. We are going to have to descend now. A little bit of left rudder. You can see, look, because it's got such a tiny, tiny rudder, look. That's full left. Barely yours. You need to lean number 2, that's what it's saying. Oh, I'm on purpose trying to blow up the engine, but it won't let me blow it up. Worst speed. Alright, we tried. Right, I need to reduce power. So I guess in the settings, maybe I have to turn on engine damage in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh yeah, it's the wrong side. No, it was left engine. Yeah, it was left engine, wasn't it? It's all cooled down now anyway. Alright, let's go mixture rich, which is towards you. Yeah, now they're both smoking, you see. Yeah, it probably just wasn't quite leaned. Alright, what's the weather here? Wind is 350 at 4 knots. A bit of a crosswind. Cat, your long cat, that's you. Airline pilot 4G's rudder complains profusely. What is this thing I'm using? I only ever use it for an engine failure. Right, long downwind. We'll turn base momentarily. There is a sort of oh, you know what? I never did the after takeoff checklist. Well,
After takeoff, checklist.
we'll do the before landing checklist next.
1 and 2.
Set.
Mixture 1 and 2.
Set.
Elevator trim.
Set.
Landing light.
Off.
End of after takeoff checklist.
And we'll do the before landing checklist now.
Before landing checklist.
Crew and passenger position.
Check.
Mixture.
No flaps,
rich.
obviously.
Elevator trim.
Gosh, look at the speed go when we turn.
RPM.
Set.
Fuel tank left and right.
Set to rear.
Landing lights.
On.
Bit low, 4 reds in this plane, I
End of
don't care.
Before landing checklist.
Speed, we're doing 50 knots. Alright, let's land on the grass runway. Oh no, they no, I don't think they are. I'll just land on the right tarmac one. There goes Aaron. Yeah, a lot of adverse yaw. I had to put so much rudder. Oh gosh, full power, full power, full power. Getting a bit low and slow here. Right, let me just quickly read on how to land. No flap or landing aid. Approach is very low and slow. Landing distance very short. Land flat, slightly tilted back. Approach speed about 45 knots. Okay. Here we go. You've also got the airspeed indicator here on the nose, that in kilometres an hour. So I guess if I keep it at about 60 kilometres an hour, is that about 45 knots? No, I like to see the knots. Right, let's slow right down to 45 knots now. 45 knots. I mean, look at the size of this wing.
300 feet.
Oh, I can't go any slower. I'm descending too quickly. Speed's just sort of holding at 60. We'll just hold off the flare.
200 feet.
Here we go.
100 feet.
Just got a radio altimeter.
50 feet. 40 feet. 30 feet.
I don't think there's a 20 or 10 foot call. There we go. Just hold it off. I am at idle. I am at idle. I'm just going to go in the airflow a bit here. Hold it off. Oh, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder. Full right rudder. A little bit of roll. I need to land. I'm still flying, guys. 35 knots. Yee, full left rudder. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. He just about kept it on the tarmac. Yay! Welcome to our destination, Versailles. Just near Versailles, aren't we? Yeah. Toussus-Le-Noble. Perfect. Smaller screen versus D-cell. There we are. Right, I'll just taxi onto the grass. There we are. That was wicked. Might be a bit out of the touchdown zone there. Yeah, I'll run file a report. Actually, I want to have a little play. Where's that landing light? So you can see here. Yeah, because I've slowed right down. There's no all the electrics stop. Onto the grass then. There we are. Perfect. Okay. Chocks in place. Thanks, Jim. Do the on-parking checklist.
On parking checklist.
Engine 1 and 2.
Set to 1000 RPM.
Wheel chocks.
Okay, 1000
On.
RPM.
Engine 1 mixture.
Off.
Well,
Engine 1 ignition.
Oh.
there we go.
Off.
Tank left.
Closed.
Engine 2 mixture.
There we are. And there goes number 2.
Engine 2 ignition.
I love how it runs
Off.
it for you.
Tank right.
Closed.
Stairs.
On.
Stairs.
Doors.
Open.
There we go.
Cabin lights.
Here comes the door.
On.
Unboarding.
There they
Start.
are. Look, they're coming out. Love it. There you are. And that is...
Unboarding.
Finished.
There we
Cabin
are.
Lights.
Off.
There's the Curtis Jelly
Cover
as well.
and services.
Set.
Master switch.
Unbelievable.
Off.
Thank you.
End of on parking checklist.
That's great. Oh, I forgot I could jump out the plane. I'll have to do it in a second. Thank you, V2 plus 10, for your donation. Thanks.
If you never go above 1,000 feet, then the 1,000 feet stable call on approach never happens. Like thought bubble emoji.
I love it. I love it. So yes, don't go above 1,000 feet. You don't have to worry about the 1,000 foot gate. Amazing. There we are. I forgot. Wanderer 207. Hello. Welcome. I completely remembered that you could go outside your plane and meet your multiplayer counterparts. There we are. Walking. I remember when I first discovered this. It was unbelievable. So Wanderers, you came over in your Cessna 152. There's Super Electric running over. Oh yes, you can hold the right trigger to sprint. You came in your helicopter. Sasha, you're taxiing in your Curtis Jelly. Come check out my plane, guys. But there we are. What do you think? I don't know if they can see it as this aircraft, probably. It's an absolute beast. Oh yeah, my passengers have reappeared because I've stopped moving. What do you think, Wanderer 207? Very smart, isn't it? Amazing. Oh yeah, Dan Dron, it was with you, I think. Yes, I do remember. That was a long time ago. But there we are, guys. Look, we'll end that today. Just a little bit of a fun stream. This aircraft's available in the Sim Marketplace. I think it's available in... where did I get it from? Oh no, not Sim Marketplace. The Marketplace store in Microsoft Flight Sim 2025 got it for, but it's also available in Sim Market too. That's one of the places I saw it. And they're having a good look at my aeroplane. You don't need to purchase this. Well, I rented this aircraft for 3 days. You can do a 1-day rental, 3-day rental. I think the 1-day rental was like £1. The 6-day rental, 3-day rental was about £6, and then you could buy it outright as well. Hello, Cosmic Frog. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, it's something a bit different, a bit of fun. There's some great period aircraft there. You know what, if there's enough interest, I might do the Paris to London flight in this. It takes about 2.5 hours. I'd have to have some favourable weather conditions. To be fair, today would have been the perfect day to do it, with it being Cav live weather here. But you know, maybe we'll see this aircraft again. We like having a bit of a different thing to do on the channel. Anyway, separate news, tomorrow I will be streaming at 3 o'clock an aircraft which a few other guys have got access to as well. I can't give any more information about that. The embargo lifts tomorrow afternoon. I'll be streaming it at 3. First look at this aircraft as well, prior to its release at some point this year. So very excited to show you that. So put that in your diary, 3 PM this Saturday. And then I'm back to work on Monday. It's my flying week this week, so I've not flown in over a month, so I'm actually looking forward to going flying next week. I've got some regular line flights, some line training as well. But yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. Members, thank you very much for your continued support. Very much appreciated. And V2 plus 10, thank you very much for your donation at the end there as well. Guys, take care. I'll see you all soon. Bye.